Jesus. Oh my God, look at those.
I love you.
God.
Twisting and turning like woven alone. I think each twist and tangle of fate that brought my heart to you. Know that I love someone even
Kirstie,
more than I thought
today I officially pledge my love to you in this sacred vow. From our first few weeks as adolescent high school freshmen to where we are now as mature, educated, and somewhat well-mannered adults, I have seen you grow and succeed in almost every aspect of life we have encountered. You have shown me how simple it is to show compassion, be emotionally invested, and simply just be present in the moment, even if this is the 4th time we've been to the Denver Zoo. I'll always remember the time that solidified to me when I knew you were meant to be my other half. Towards the end of our 2nd year of college, I texted you that I didn't think I could finish school and was thinking of calling it quits. You immediately called me and in a calm yet quite expletive conversation told me how much I would regret not finishing. You cared about me exceeding and accomplishing anything just as much as I did for you. Unless you were just hoping I'd be your sugar daddy and I misread all of that. Every challenge, obstacle, or opportunity you encounter, you never back down and face it head on. I am continuously amazed at how much you push yourself to know you gave it your all in everything you do. I can only hope a little of that will eventually rub off to me. Today, I promise to you that I will always be there to tell you goodnight, even if it is 6:30. I promise to always buy you your vodka lemonades, even when I know you're already 2, 3, or 8 past your limit. I promise to always be your date to concerts, no matter how bad they may end up being. I promise to always back the boat in the water, even when you're ripping into me for how bad of a job you think I'm doing. I promise to always have a smile on my face, even when walking into our house and seeing another 4-legged animal I've never seen before. I promise to always make time to eat dinner with you, even if it is during the final minutes of a Duke basketball game. But most importantly, I vow to you to always be at your side, hand in hand, till my last breath. Through everything we have already been through, and everything we will endure as one from this day forward, you always know how to bring out the best in me while always giving me the best of you. You will always be my beautiful crazy. I love you.
First off, I'm surprised it took that long for him to realize he would marry me, but it's okay. Scott Allen, first I want to start out by saying I'll never forgive you for making me wait all these years to get married in my 30s when you get to be married in your 20s. Looking past that part, I knew when I met you 15 years ago we would be standing here someday, but just not this old. The first day you asked me out, you told me you loved me and that you were going to marry me someday, and here we are. You instantly became my best friend, and throughout high school, we spent almost every day together, talked on the phone for hours and burning up all of our parents' minutes before unlimited talk and text existed. We got our phones confiscated too many times to count for talking until 2 and 3 in the morning each night, pretending we had rides to places, just so we could see each other, and then having to beg our moms or your brothers to pick us up and give us a ride home, because in reality, we never actually had a plan. Thank you for traveling all over the states to watch me play softball while you attended school full-time and worked a full-time job to give us a better future. Because of your caring heart and hard work, we have the beautiful life we live today. As you know, and I'm sure everyone else knows, you are the only person in this world that can handle me. And as much trouble I used to get in when we were younger, and being grounded every other week, the only thing my parents never grounded me from was you. My mom was obsessed with you, and although my dad said a whopping 10 words to you in high school, I know my parents were relieved you took me off their hands. It didn't take long for us to figure out my family likes you more than me, and they've been rooting for us since day one. We have been through so much together, and we have always come out stronger. You truly are the most important person. And I promise to continue to make life fun for the two of us by encouraging you to sing karaoke, being your hype girl at concerts, recording all your amazing drunken moments to laugh at days after, and to continue bringing home rescue animals. I want to thank you for choosing me and standing by my side when I couldn't make you a father, and knowing I was good enough. Although our idea of what we wanted for our family is no longer possible, I promise to love and appreciate you and make you the best dog dad in the world. Rockstar, Houston, Reddick, Tangy, Panda, Evan, and I love you so much. We will cherish you each and every day, even when you are a pain in the ass. I promise to give you the TV during March Madness, the Stanley Cup, and the World Series, even if it means I don't get to watch my shows for months. Thank you for being my rock and bringing so much laughter into my life. I'm excited to begin this next chapter with you and see where life goes.
So by the power invested in me, by the state of Montana and the Universal Life Church Ministries, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Well, good evening, all. My name is Jeff. I am Scott's oldest brother, but the shortest of them all, so it works. Thank you all for coming and being here tonight to celebrate the couple's big day. I did have a wise woman once said to me that a best man speech is like a mini skirt. It should be short enough to be interesting, but long enough to cover the goods. So here we go. Scott, I am glad you found someone who is the perfect complement to your personality. Kirstie, I know you will always keep him in line and on his toes from time to time too. I wish you both love and happiness for many years to come and a growing family farm as well. So with everybody, with that, please raise your glasses. To the bride and groom, congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Drew, the other groomsman. It has been fun to watch you two grow together and see your relationship progress from adolescence to adulthood. Your many adventures have brought you many memories, so keep your adventurous spirit alive and many memories will follow. Always be kind to each other and be there no matter what. And remember the word compromise in times of disagreement. You two are the best team together. We might just start calling you guys Duke. Cheers to the happy couple.
Okay. DJ, hit that beat. Just kidding. There is no way I was about to sing. Sorry, guys. let's just say this was a challenge to write because Kirstie didn't write this for me. So just buckle up. Hello, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming here today to celebrate these two finally tying the knot. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie. I'm Kirstie's little sister, or as she would say, the maid of dishonor. I wish I could go back. Sorry, I had to write in this notebook. I was going to use my phone, but I was forced to use this, so bear with me while I flip the page. So, I wish I could go back and share all kinds of stories of when Kirstie and Scott met, but that was too long ago, so I'm not even going to jump into that. I'd like to say, if it weren't for me making you guys kiss at Dallas Stadium in 2007 when you were freshmen in high school, I honestly don't think we would be here today. So you're welcome for that. On a serious note, who can say they've been together for 15 years? Or since they were 15 years old? That's a long time, and you two really did set the bar high for Bo, our brother, and I. I just remember how obsessed she was with you to the point where we no longer existed. It's fun to see all of the things you've been able to do together as a couple between traveling, boating, concerts, settling in your home, and being the best dog, chicken, rabbit, turkey parents. There's more, but I'm not, we'd be here all night, so. Both of you have built such a beautiful life together, and it's honestly been so entertaining to watch the two of you continue to grow as a couple. Also, thanks for putting up with me and letting me be your guys' forever third wheel. Sorry, gotta turn the page. Kirstie, where to start? I'm not trying to get all sentimental and whatnot because that's just not who we are, and I don't want to mess up my makeup or yours. So I'm happy for you. I'm so happy you guys are finally together and married after 13, 14, 15 years. I'm not even sure what number it is anymore, honestly. Scott must have needed to think this one through. He brings out the best in you sometimes, and I can say I've never seen you more comfortable around anyone else. You're an amazing big sister, my best friend, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me in my life and continue to do. We've laughed together, cried together, and even beat the shit out of each other. But just kidding, I had never won. I can't express how much I look up to you. You're the most hardworking person I've ever met and truly make a difference in people's lives. Scott, I just gotta give you a high five because how in the hell have you put up with my sister for that long? You're an amazing man, and she is so lucky to have you in her life. You are patient, loving, kind. You feed the dogs, chickens, and whatever animals Kirstie brings into your home. Ever since the two of you met way back in high school, you've made her so dependent on you that we all have to hear about it when you go out of town for your work trips. So thank you for that. Our family is so incredibly blessed to have you in our lives, and we will forever be grateful for everything that you do. So I could seriously go on and on about these two, but honestly, we're just ready to party, so I'll stop talking because we all know how much you two love to hear me talk. But before, everyone needs to chug their drinks. Just kidding. Before I make everybody raise their glasses, I stayed up all night working on this, so if you guys could come out here and stand next to me, I made a little something for you. I would just like to say this is an inside joke between the three of us, so if all of your jaws drop, it's whatever. And it's really hard with a mic, so I'm just gonna try my best. No, I'm not. Okay, so, do you guys remember that TikTok? Okay, well, I stayed up all night doing this, so, congratulations. Hey, pay attention. I gotta redo it now. Hey. I need your attention. Okay, I can only do this one time. It's so embarrassing. Okay, congratulations. Hey, look, Kirstie, and Scott. You guys are so awesome. I love you guys so much. And that's it.
I don't want to say I'm speechless, but you know, when you guys leave, chip in the humor hat because this is quite the comedy show. I'd have never thought this would take place. And I'm going to start with this one here. Now, this is an individual that she wouldn't take speech classes in college because she was too afraid to talk. So we had to do the speech classes at the kitchen counter with the camera on us so that she can get her credits to help graduate. You did. I don't know about the comedy class and where that came in, but, you know, unlike this gentleman, too, as I told Lori, he was his humor boy in math class in high school, and he didn't disappoint her today. So that was good. But, you know, I guess I'm supposed to save some things, and, you know, the weather kind of fouled up everything because it was so doggone hot yesterday that I thought, boy, we'd all melt like M&Ms today. And I wanted to bring the story up from the golf course on Tuesday when I got my push cart and my 2 legs, and I'm headed out to 1, and I got a gentleman that's a little older than me in his golf cart, headed out to the back 9, and he stops and goes, wow, is it ever hot? And it was probably 92 degrees. And I said, you gotta love it. You gotta enjoy this. You know, and he kind of looked at me and thought, boy, this guy's missing some marbles. And I then said, I said, you know, you gotta remember something, buddy. It won't be long before the snow flies. And he goes, you know what? I didn't think about that. And I thought, well, see, my kids never think I know anything. And I thought, you know, somebody learned something that day, so there's a plus. But, you know, we like to thank everybody that is in attendance. We really appreciate it. Especially of those of you that have traveled outside the Billings area because of the economical situation that we have. But the good news is, before you leave, you're able to fill that tank up because gas has dropped anywhere from a nickel to 15 cents. So you're in good shape. The only problem is you might have trouble because there's a lot of yellow bags over those pumps. We're running out of gas. So, but we really appreciate that because I know how tough it is. So, and I'd like to thank Dan and Denise and obviously the family for all they've done in putting together this event. It was great venue. I'm kind of a little low in the pocketbook now, but well, you know. But anyway, we really thank you for all that you guys have done to put this together. So that's been special. And you know, I was supposed to say something about the daughter, and Jack's taking care of that. Because she told me we had to be short and sweet, because the illustrious grand potentate would probably hit me up in the air and slap me on the rear end again. Right, sugar? So, you know, something new every week, I'll tell you what. But, you know, I go back, you know, those days where I got to once again thank Dan, Dennis, and the brothers, because I don't know how big of a bank loan we would have had to take out to shuttle these guys from Lockwood to the Heights and back. It cost us a fortune in gas. But, you know, we did it. And like I said, and we've said that, geez, the hardest job a guy's ever had is raising kids. You know, tough job, fun job, but it's hard, you know, and you guys, Kirstie and Jackie, work with those kids that'll never, ever have the opportunity you guys had. just remember that. I don't think it's going to get better for right now, but thank them. But as we traveled and beyond that, we go to those freshman years where they graduated from high school, and then we have to pack her up to head out to Wenatchee. I think, Jack, you were with me. But, you know, we go out there and we drop her off to go to school and play ball. And you go, well, we'll see you back home at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the following June. So you head home. Wow, you know, it's unreal. You start to miss the one for a little while. But the good thing is, though, we've traveled like a son of a gun to watch her play ball, Jackie as well as Bo, and she does have some companions up here that I've watched an awful lot myself and met their families, and it was a lot of fun. But we get through to where we get that degree in college, and we get back home, and we get all the things moved in, and shit, it's been 4 years. It's, you know, we got to go, but we begin to realize that we've got to enhance the degree and get the right job, in which she did. And at that point in time, when we finally shoved her out the door with Scott on the other end of town, which wasn't a bad thing because at least we knew when the hailstorms were coming. We get the call going, Dad, there's hail on its way, and well, you know, it got that taken care of and set with the job and the education. Each one of these kids are getting in that same direction, and that was a real plus. So done a heck of a job and really appreciate it. We're proud of her for where she at. And I don't want to say I'm sorry for Scott, but he catches an earful like I do. And boy, did I catch an earful this last week. And I don't have much cheeks left. But boy, but thank God, Scott, you signed that piece of paper, so guess what? I got one bad ear I can't hear out of, so this one's gonna stay good. You're getting the calls from now on. Don't come to me, it's your job now, but yeah, it's interesting. And, you know, and we look at Scott, and Scott's been part of it for 15 years. Got the degree, got a job, and a good one. And what a real blessing. I mean, these guys are set. Hope to hell they wouldn't get any more dogs or whatever, but because it's heck to take care of when they leave town, but we do it. And you know, we'll continue to do it, but you know, it's that time where people say, well, it's time to welcome Scott into the family. And Scott, you know, Scott, you've been part of this group for a lot of years, and you stuck with it, so kudos. Why, I don't know, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you've been part of it a long time, but officially now we welcome into the family, vice versa, and you know what? You're on your own. It's great. You're on your own. So, you know, we wish you the best. Fortunately, we're not far from where you live. I got to get to Arizona in the winter. Anyway, so a toast we shall go to the bride and groom. And I don't know where this goes because I'm really tired of hearing the word wedding etiquette. I've heard that so much in the last, and as Jack and I have always said, 11 o'clock, come on, baby, and we're done. Because we are plain tired.
Groom and his lovely wife, Kirstie, beautiful bride. I was humbled by the request from Scott and Kirstie to say a blessing at the wedding reception. Wow, that makes a man reflect on himself, let me tell you. Upon much reflection, I remember that Jesus initiated Christianity, and not by coincidence, at a wedding ceremony, as a witness to the union of a husband and wife to take on life's journey together, with all of God's blessings, His mercy and grace, but most especially His eternal salvation, alongside life's many challenges, our sinfulness. Tonight we are all gathered here both physically and spiritually, as witnessed by the grandparents' photos in the entryway, who have seen the face of God, to celebrate the marriage of Scott and Kirstie, as well as the joy and other God-given blessings that he brings to them tonight and in the future. We pray, Lord, bless Scott and Kirstie, who bear the title of husband and wife. Help them look to you, to themselves and to one another, to discover the fullness and mystery of their union. Let them be honest enough to ask, where have we been together and where are we going? Lord God, magnify their commitment in the light of your love, willingly, openly, and compassionately. Help them recognize how powerful, strong, and attainable their love can be. With you as the focus and guiding hand in their union, give them the strength to live as you intended them to. Amen. And one final comment. I am going to ad-lib here for a second. In our world today, with all the hecticness and restlessness that we all have to go through, joy, J-O-Y, Jesus, others, husband and wife, spouse, family, friends, and why yourself. In that order, God, others, and yourself. If you keep that in mind, you will have a peaceful marriage and a peaceful life. So that's my bit of wisdom for the night. Congratulations. Thanks for listening.